Morning. Okay, welcome to lesson 14. Okay, we're already in lesson 14 this far. Yeah. Okay, so last lesson I asked you guys to do question number 1CD and number 7. Let's check the answer together. Number 1C. Okay, you find all the constant y divided by x, y over x. So it's all 7 in 1C. Yeah? Question number 1C now. So it's all 7. Okay. Okay, so it's directly proportional. Y is directly proportional to x, where the equation is y equals to k as 7x. Okay, please check your answer and tick. Add on with this y equals to 7x. Okay, part D. You find all the constant, all the k, but you can see that this one over here is 3 over 4, and the rest is 4. Okay, 3 over 4, so it's definitely a not direct variation. Okay, you need to find all this. Okay, and then it's a no. Okay, please tick on your answer and remember to find all the k, right? Okay, then we proceed to question number 7. I ask you guys to draw this. Question number 7 is a graph. Okay, 7a, show that x and p are in direct variation. So to show that it's a direct variation, you need to find the constant. Okay, so it's all 15. Please tick on your answer, and the constant is equals to 15, so p is directly proportional to x. Okay, to show that they are direct variation, you need to find the constant. Okay, part B, draw the graph of p against x. Okay, so this is the graph, p against x, so it's y-axis against x-axis, y over x. Okay, so your graph is starting from 0. Okay, it's always starting from 0 for direct variation. Okay, so I hope you plot the correct one, because when you connect all this in, it will be on the same straight line. Okay, part C, describe the graph in B. Okay, how do you describe this graph? It's a straight line graph passing through 0 or origin with positive gradient. Okay, please tick that, or you can write it in red pen if you did not do this. Okay, part D, find the equation connecting x and p. So the constant is 15 just now, so it's p equals to 15x. Okay, and part E, find the total price for 8 copies of books. Okay, copies of books is x, so 15 times 8 is $120. Okay, please tick that. Right? Okay, so today what we are going to cover is, let's recap again a bit on direct variation. So y, if you divide it by x, y over x is a constant, so it is said that it's a direct variation. Okay, and or you can write y equals to kx. Okay, y equals to kx. Okay, and it's a straight line passing through the origin. Okay, so we are going to cover try it 3 today. Try it 3. Try it 3 was last lesson. Try it 4. Okay, we're going to cover try it 4. Try it 5. Okay, and exercise 4.2, question number 4, 5, 6, and number 8. Okay, we are going to cover all this, right? Okay, so let's start. Let's start from try it 4. Okay, so the total mass of n pieces of chocolate is m gram. So we have a few variable here, 2 variables to be exact. So we have n, which is the pieces of chocolate, and m, which is the mass of the chocolate. Okay, m and n. So instead of xy, we write an m. Okay, so it is known that n is varies directly to m. Okay, m is varies directly to m. Okay, so this one is important. Okay, it's an important one, varies directly. So it says that it's a direct variation. So as we say, as I say just now, when we say it's a direct variation, it must be y equals to kx. Okay, it must be y equals to kx. But in this case, it's not yx, it's n varies directly to m. So if we say that n varies directly to m, we can say that n is equals to k times m. Okay, so n varies directly to m, so it's n equals to k times m. Okay, so this one we can say that y varies directly to x, or in another words, they can say that n is directly proportional to m. It's the same meaning. Okay, it's the same meaning as n is directly proportional to m. Okay, it's the same. Okay, so we form an equation which is n equals to km. So first we need to find the constant. Okay, step one is equation. This is your step one, finding equation. Your step two is to find the constant. Okay, step two is to find the constant. So how are we going to find the constant? You look at the question again. They say when n is 15, m is equals to 180. Okay, so you just sub in n and m. Your n is 15, your k you need to find, and m is 180. Okay, so you find your k, 15 divided by 180. So your k is equals to 1/12. So we can form an equation here. The equation is n equals to km. Sometimes the question, they will ask you to find the equation. So the equation will be n equals to 1/12m. Okay, the question sometimes will ask you to find the equation. Okay, then you have to find in this way. So next, find m when n equals to 20. So you already have the equation here. Since your n is equals to 1/12m, so you can find your m when n equals to 20. So you just sub in your n equals to 20. Okay, equals to 1/12m. Then you can find your m. Okay, you move the 12 to the other side, become times. So 20 times 12 is equals to your m. And your m is equals to 240. Okay, since it's a mass, MASS mass, so it's in gram. The unit is gram. So this is the answer. Okay. Okay, so again, n is directly proportional to m, so n equals to km. First step, you form an equation. Second step, you find the constant. Okay, you find the constant. And then last step is you find whatever that they ask you to find. Okay, that's for try it 4. Okay, let's proceed to try it 5. The mass of a square piece of glass panel, okay, this whole thing is considered as one variable, is directly proportional. Okay, directly proportional. So when you see directly proportional, it must be related to y equals to k times x. Okay, but what is your y, what is your x, you have to see the question. Okay, the mass of a square piece of glass panel is directly proportional to the square of the length of its side. Okay, since you don't have an alphabet for each of them, you don't have a variable, you have to choose a variable for them. The mass of a square piece of glass panel, okay, you let it be m. Okay, m represented as m mass. Okay, m mass of a square piece of glass panel is directly proportional to the square of the length of its side. So if we say square, so it's not just x anymore, it's not just s. Okay, sides. Okay, let it be s as side. Square of the length, so you need to square it. Okay, so it's no longer only x, it's x squared now, right? So we form the equation as the mass of a square piece of glass panel, it means it's directly proportional, so it's equals to k, directly proportional, times directly proportional to the square of the length of its side, so to the square of the length, which is s squared. Okay, right, so next, first step is to find the equation. Okay, you have your first step already, find the equation, but this one is without constant yet. So next we have to find the constant. When its side, okay, when its side is 20 centimeter and the mass is 1000 gram, okay, so it means that the s is equals to 20 and your m is equals to 1000. Okay, So you can find K here, right? Okay, so you sub in. Your M is 1000. Okay, your S is 20, and then don't forget to square because your equation here they say already is the square of the length of each side. So you have to square it as squared. So you can find K here. This is 400, 1000. So your K is equals to 1000 divided by 400. And your K is 2.5. So your equation over here is M is equals to 2.5 S squared. Okay, and see what they ask you to find. Find the mass in grams of a glass panel of side 30 cm. So this is S. S is equals to 30 cm. Okay, so your S now is equals to 30 cm. So you have to find the mass. Okay, find the mass. Find the mass. So find the N when your K is 2.5 and your S is 30 squared. So this one you press calculator and your answer is 2250 gram. Okay. As I say, sometimes they will ask you to find the equation. The equation is here. Okay, M equals to 2.5 S squared equation. For triad 5, the equation is this. Okay, for triad 4, the equation is N equals to 1 over 12M. Okay, but your final answer is M equals to 240 and here is 2250. Okay, that's for triad 5. So be careful when you read the question. See whether they could say square or cube, okay, or sometimes square root, okay. Let's look at exercise 4.2, page 104. Okay, I'm going to teach you number 4. Question number 4. Huh? I'll teach you question number 4 and number 6 and 8. Number 5, you're going to do it at home by yourself. Okay, let's look at number 4. If two quantities x and y are in direct variation, so if direct variation means that you have constant k again, okay, find the values of p and q in the following table. Okay, so in this case, okay, you can find a k first. So this is what we normally do. Y divided by x. Here is 8 divided by 12. 8 over 12. Okay, so 8 over 12 is equals to, okay, divided by 4 for both sides. Numerator and denominator become simplified. So it is 2 over 3. Okay, so your constant is 2 over 3. Okay, so all these three will have the same constant k. Okay, so here is 8 divided by 12, which is 2 over 3. This is your k. So basically this is your k, which is your constant, 2 over 3. So it will be the same constant as p over 18. So your p over 18, which is your y divided by x divided, you will get also 2 over 3. Okay, and then you cross multiply, so your p is equals to, or 2 over 3 times 18. Okay, this 18 here you can move to the other side, become times. Okay, so you get the answer which is 12. Okay, so next one, 24 over q, okay, y over x is also equals to the constant 2 over 3. Okay, so you can cross multiply to find the answer. So q is 3 times 24 divided by 2, which is 36. Okay, so we have found our P and Q. Okay, So question number 5, I want you to do it by yourself. Okay, question number 5. And next will be question number 6. Okay, number 5 you can do it your own. Okay, number 6, I will teach you number 6. Okay, if I teach you number 6, you will definitely know how to do question number 5. Okay? Okay, question number 6. It is given that A is directly proportional to R squared. Okay, so here we can straight away form an equation with a constant K. Okay. A is directly proportional, so it's K R squared. Okay, this is your Y, this is your X basically, so directly proportional is K, right? Y is equals to K times X, so your Y is A now, and your X is your R squared. Okay, so your A is equals to K times R squared, directly proportional. Okay, and R is larger than 0. A larger than 0 meaning to say that R is positive. So let's say they ask you to find the equation relating A and R, connecting A and R. Okay, when R is 5, A is 75. So now you find value of K. Okay, you find the equation. Now next you find the equation of the value of K. Then you can know what is the equation. A is 75 is equals to K times R. Your R is 5. Don't forget your square. Okay, so 75 equals to K times 25, and your K is 75 divided by 25, which is 3. Okay, so if they ask you to find the equation will be A is equals to 3R squared. Okay, A equals to 3R squared. So now look at the question. The value of A when R is 4. Okay, the value of A when R is 4. Since your A is 3R squared, you just sub in your R to the equation, and don't forget the square. So it's 3 times 4 squared. Okay, 3 times 4 squared, which is 48. So the value of your A is 48. Okay, part B. The value of R when A is equals to 147. Okay, again, the equation you found just now, A is equals to 3R squared. Your A now is 147 and equals to 3R squared. Okay, let's find out what is our R. So R squared equals to 147 divided by 3. It's 49 equals to R squared. And your R is positive negative square root of 49. So square root of 49 is plus minus 7. Okay, you have two answers. One is positive, one is negative. Since the question says R is larger than 0, okay, R is larger than 0, so it's only positive. Therefore, your R is only 7. You need to reject the negative because the question says R larger than 0. Okay, or if they did not say R larger than 0, you will have two answers. One is positive 7 and another one is negative 7. Okay, that's for question number 6. Okay, and we proceed to question number 8. Okay, let's look at the question number 8. The following table shows the mass of a pine wood cube of side X. Shows that the mass of a pine wood cube of side X. Okay, so A, is M proportional to X? Okay, is M proportional to X? Okay, if you want to know whether it's a proportional or not, we need to find a constant, right? Okay, so part A, let's see if we can find the constant. Okay, M is proportional to X, so we divide M divided by X. Okay, let's find out. 5.2, if we divide it by 2, okay, if we divide it by 2, we get 2.6. Okay, and then let's try the second one. This is the first one, 5.2 divided by 2. Second one is 41.6 divided by 4. You don't get a 2.6, right? You get a 10.4. Okay, 10.4. So it's obviously not directly proportional, okay? You don't need to find everything, you just find the second one. It's not the same. Oh, it's not the same, so it's not. Definitely it's not. So the answer is no. Okay, it's not. Is m proportional to x? No. Okay, the proof is here, 2.6 and 10.4. They are not the same. Okay, part B. Is m proportional to x cubed? Now we have x cubed. Is m proportional to x cubed? Okay, let's find it out. But the question here, I mean the table here, what they gave you here, the table here is m and x only. So you need to actually find x cubed. Okay, you need to actually find x cubed. So m over x cubed. Your x is 2 here, so you use 2 cubed. Okay, 5.2 divided by 2 cubed. So here we get 0.65. Okay, let's find out the second one. Okay, the second one is 41.6 divided by 4 cubed. And you get 0.65. Okay, there is possibility there. Let's look at the third one. 81.25 divided by 5 cubed. Okay, if you press calculator, yes, it is 0.65. Okay, yes, it's almost already, almost. Okay, let's look at the fourth one. Okay, the fourth one. 332.8 divided by 8 cubed. You press calculator again. Okay, 0.65, yes, it is. Okay, and then the last one, 650 divided by 10 cubed is also 0.65. So therefore we can say that yes, it is directly proportional. So m is directly proportional to, not x, it's x cubed. Okay, so part C. Find an equation connecting m and x. Okay, so we have our constant just now, m divided by x cubed is equal to 0.65. So your m is equal to 0.65 x cubed. So we have found our answer. Okay, m connecting to x. Even though it's x cubed, it's still x there. So is m equals to 0.65 x cubed. Okay, now part D. Find the mass, okay, find m of a pine wood cube of side 9 centimeter. So your x is equals to 9. So you have to find m. Okay, so just sub into the equation that you found just now. M is equals to 0.65 times 9 cubed. Okay, and this one will give you a 473.85 gram. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I've done question number 8. I've covered all the question now already, 6, 8, 4, and your task is to do question number 5 by yourself. Okay, so your homework is page 104, question number 5. Okay, right, that's all from me. See you again in next lesson. Bye.